Kia ora folks, I assume you have my name and my details now and that you have a released statement by police. I won't reiterate the statement, but from here, quite prepared to answer questions to get this going.
The officer, is he still in a critical condition?
Yes, so since this happened at around 2 AM this morning, he was in a critical condition and has remained that way. I've been at the hospital since his arrival in Wellington with his family, who are fantastic people, and he still remains critical. He's on a ventilator, and it's a matter of time and waiting until such time as a medical team can make further assessments and give us a prognosis. That time may not be as soon as we hope for. What I can say is his family have asked that there's some acknowledgements made, and so on behalf of the family I'd like to say thank you to firstly our officers' immediate colleagues who are on scene with him, whose immediate actions certainly have been beneficial, to the first responders and to the flight teams that got him here. They're extremely thankful to them and the medical teams that are working with him now. So on behalf of the family, we say thank you.
So this happened at 2 AM. What time did he get to Wellington Hospital?
Exact time is somewhere around 4 AM, just after 4 AM.
And you say the weather conditions were a bit hairy. What did they have to endure to get him here?
The flight here stopped off halfway between Palmerston North and Wellington because of the flight conditions, and as soon as those conditions were clear, which was only a short time, that helo got up and running again, and the ETA and flight time into Wellington was rather quick.
Was it wind and rain? What were the...
I'm not sure what the conditions were, potentially fog, yes.
What are the circumstances that led to his injuries?
So at about the time, 2 AM this morning, we'd discovered a stolen vehicle, and police followed the stolen vehicle initially, and as that vehicle sped away, police withdrew from that pursuit. It was on a long, straight stretch of road, and our officers, who know the area very well, were some way down that road and took a vantage point and decided that they would use it to deploy spikes. So at the time that they were struck, they had just deployed spikes to stop the stolen vehicle. The stolen vehicle was travelling at such a speed that it avoided the spikes, or swerved to avoid the spikes, struck a police car, shunted the police car out of the way, and went on to strike our officers.
Is there any idea or thoughts that could have been a targeted at all? Or?
That'll form part of our investigation, but there's nothing that initial examination would say it was intentional. However, there's interviews with the suspects to complete. There's a scene examination, as you can imagine, which will take some time and be thorough, also to complete.
A neighbour we spoke to said the officer was basically catapulted into the air and landed on another car. Is that sort of what happened, and how far was he thrown?
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, the impact of being struck by a vehicle is going to toss you through the air some way. I don't know the exact distance, but the stolen vehicle was travelling fast enough to shunt a police car out of the way and then go on and strike our officers. So I would suggest that the momentum of that crash was sufficient to throw our people far enough.
Any idea how fast that car could have been going?
No, me personally, no, and I guess that's the point of the examination, is so we can determine a speed that was likely travelling at the time that this happened.
Again, we heard from a neighbour that the stolen vehicle sort of flew 20 metres through the paddock. Is that right?
again, the scene examination will tell us exactly that, and I don't have that detail.
So where was the car stolen from?
I don't know where the car was stolen from, I simply know that it is a stolen car.
Would you describe these young people as, are they boy racers?
I don't know if they are boy racers, I don't know that yet. I do know that they were young, that they are in our custody at the moment, and as we speak they are forming part of our investigation and being interviewed.
How old are they, and further charges likely or possible?
I would suggest that there will be charges that follow. I don't know what those charges are. They are young, they're 14 and 15, and so you can imagine that we need to be very thorough, be very careful with our scene examination so that we get the facts right when we are dealing with young people.
So this officer who's been badly injured, he was mufti? In mufti?
He was in his uniform.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
How long after he was hit were the young people arrested?
I'm not sure of the approximate time, but they were arrested at the scene. So you could say soon after.
Has he had to undergo surgeries?
I'm not prepared to talk about
Okay.
the medical treatment that he's received.
Yep.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to tell us about him? How long has he been in the police force for?
Yeah, he's a fantastic young man. He's a young dad. Him and his partner have a young toddler, and he comes from a very strong family who are service orientated. They describe him as having a deep soul for a young man, and importantly in their words, he's a good bloke. He's the type of person that you want to sit down and have a conversation with. And certainly in his career, his short career as a police officer, he graduated in December 2024, and his short career as a police officer so far, he certainly proved to be that.
Are there any other tools you think the police could do with, any other resourcing to help avoid such incidents?
This event is driven by two young people who have made a decision. They've stolen a car and they've made a decision. I don't know based on what. However, we're responding to their actions, and I think that we, in this instance, did all that we could, A, to try and apprehend them in the first instance, and then B, avoid this, which is the worst outcome.
So the IPCA is investigating as well, or has been notified?
Yes, that's right.
What are the circumstances around their investigation?
It's a normal referral process for us in a crash like this, in a critical incident as well. So they will receive all of our examination information as well, and they may conduct their own inquiry.
The neighbour that we spoke to says there's a big drain, big deep drain on this road, and he's always thought that the laying of road spikes is a bit dicey. Do you have any comments on that?
No, I don't have comments on that. I mean, that's our neighbour's opinion, and we value that. This has been a long day for everyone involved, and in particular his family. It's pleasing to know that across the country we've had an outpouring of support from not only police but members of the public in our communities, and this afternoon our Minister of Police and Commissioner of Police will be visiting him as well.
Well, guys, thank you very much.
Cool. Thank you.